So I'm very excited today because we have our first snow in 2 years. I am very happy. Woke up this morning and there was snow outside and it just made my day. But aside from snow, today I'm here to film my Top 5 Wednesday video, the first one of 2016, and today's is your Top 5 Favorite Fandoms. Hello everyone, it is Samantha. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. We have reached a halfway point in this week. It is Wednesday. We are so close to Friday. But aside from that, I am here today with my first Top 5 Wednesday video of 2016, and I'm very excited about today's topic. It is your Top 5 Favorite Fandoms. So I'm very much looking forward to this one because I definitely have 5. So I'll be linking the creator of Top 5 Wednesday, Lainey, from Ginger Reads Lainey's channel, and the Goodreads group down below, so be sure to check them out. Alright, so now, let us get started with my Top 5 Favorite Fandoms. So the fandoms can include both TVs, movies, and books, and I definitely have a mixture of those. So I'm going to kind of mix them up a little bit. So the first fandom should be really obvious right now if you've watched my videos for a long time and have seen my background. Then you will know that I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. Very much a big fan of Doctor Who. So I first started watching Doctor Who almost 4 years ago, which is insane. I started watching it in the fall of 2012, which is just crazy to think about. It was so long ago, and yet not long at all. And it's funny, this is how I discovered Doctor Who. There was a crochet blog that I followed. This woman makes these little amigurumi yumis. I believe her website was called Crafty is Cool, and she was making these little amigurumi yumi Doctor Who characters. And I'm like, what is this Doctor Who thing? It's a show. So I looked it up on Amazon, so I had Prime, and sure enough, they had all the seasons there. So I'm like, I'm just gonna watch an episode. The rest is history. I got sucked into the show. The first episode that really drew me in was a Charles Dickens episode. I believe it's episode 3 of The New Who, and it was when Charles Dickens says, "What in the Shakespeare?" instead of the typical "What in the Dickens." That I decided I love this show. The rest is history. I have a very big Doctor Who collection. I'm thinking about actually doing a video on my Doctor Who collection to share with you guys my Doctor Who items because I have a lot. Unashamedly a lot. But one I will share with you right now, which is a spoiler for my January book haul. I finally purchased this lovely gem, and it is the Doctor Who Fairy Tales in this gorgeous cover. I found it at Barnes & Noble, and I had some gift cards for Christmas, and this is one of the things I bought, and I do not regret my life choices whatsoever. My second fandom, which should actually be showing up on a lot of videos today, I think is, of course, the wonderful Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter to bits. I started reading this series when I was 11 years old. Only the first 3 books were out, and I was immediately sucked in. Though not right away. It was just starting to get popular in the US. My sister had actually got my mom the books for Christmas because my mom was really curious about them. And I remember feeling really anti-Harry Potter because I had heard some people like on the news or wherever talking about how Harry Potter was very reminiscent to the Lord of the Rings. I don't know why people thought that after reading them. I mean, there are some similarities, particularly with characters' names and things like Wormtongue and Wormtail and things of that nature, but they're really quite different. So I was so into the Lord of the Rings at that time period that I did not want anything to do with Harry Potter. And then fast forward a couple of months later, and I had nothing to read. It was February. I don't know why I remember these dates, but I do. And I was bored because I didn't have anything new to read. And so my mom just handed me Sorcerer's Stone, and she says, read this, you will like it. And sure enough, I did. I think I read that first book in like a day and a half, and then I ended up getting a month later the next 2 books in the Harry Potter series for my birthday. And I just sucked those books in, and then I proceeded to reread them again and again until the 4th book came out a year later. So I was such a big fan of Harry Potter. I followed all of the books as they got released each year. I think the last one got released when I was 22. Or 23. So I was in my 20s and I was in college, and I was just as excited as when the 4th book came out when I was 13. It was such an exciting experience to be a part of. And so Harry Potter will always be one of my favorite fandoms. And I actually have a lot of pre-movie merchandise because when I started reading these books, it was a year or 2 before the movies came out. I think 2 years before the movies came out. So I have a lot of pre-Harry Potter movie merchandise, like these guys right here on my bookshelf. I have a couple of these snow globes that Hallmark actually came out with, and I have, these are the challenges. This was challenge number 3, the wing keys. And then I also have the chess game at Snow Globe. And then I also have this really cool Harry Potter quill set. It's also from that same Hallmark collection, I think. Yes, it was. I got this for Christmas for my sisters, and it came with Harry Potter stationery that I have since used up because I was a kid and was like, I'm using this as scratch paper because it is awesome. So definitely Harry Potter. Harry Potter will definitely always be one of my big fandoms. Fandom number 2 is, of course, going to Sherlock. So shout out to my Sherlock Funko Pop that the wonderful Jordy sent me. I love this so much. I've now been joined by Brenna. It's been a while since she's been in a video. Say hi, Brenna. Say hello. Yes, she just popped open my door. Oh, we're so cuddly. Hi. This is so hard, but I have a video to film. Mwah, I love you. Okay, I set her down. So anyway, as I was saying, I love Sherlock. I first started watching this show about 2 years ago, and I immediately got sucked in. The show is fantastic. And I'm so happy because at the time of filming, I just watched the Abominable Bride holiday special last night. I really enjoyed it. I thought that they tied up with last season really well, and I cannot wait for season 4. We have so long to wait. So definitely love Sherlock. It's very witty, very, very well done. I love Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman. They do excellent jobs as Sherlock and Watson, and it's just a fantastic show. So if you haven't checked out Sherlock already, go ahead and do so, even though you'll be torturing yourself since we get 3 episodes every 2 years. My fourth fandom is going to Merlin. Merlin is a wonderful, wonderful BBC adaptation of Arthurian legends that was done, I believe, in 2008 to 2013, I think. So we only got 5 seasons, and it was amazing. I love this show so much. Season 1 is a little bit cheesy, but it definitely gets a lot better as the seasons go on. Seasons 2 and 4 are my favorites. Absolutely love this show so much. Colin Morgan is... I haven't said this before, I will admit it, he is my one celebrity crush, but he does a fantastic job as Merlin. He's a great actor. I love Arthur, just everything about it. It's just such a wonderful adaptation of Arthurian legends because, as you guys know, I love Arthurian legends, and Merlin does not disappoint. The show is funny and it is sad, so you will cry lots of tears and you will laugh lots of laughs, and that made no sense, but we're gonna go with it. And my final fandom is going to go to The Lord of the Rings. Anything by Tolkien, that whole universe, everything about it, I absolutely love. The Lord of the Rings is what got me started in fantasy. My dad and my mom had me read the series, The Hobbit and the trilogy, when I was 11 years old, and I was immediately engrossed in the story. It's what started me in my love for fantasy. It has a very, very big role in my reading history. It's what started me reading all of these fantasy books that I have now been reading for the past 17 years, and it has just been so fantastic. I love this trilogy. I got lost in the story. I wanted to be an elf so bad, even though, as I've said before, I will acknowledge that I am a hobbit who wishes she was an elf, because let's be real, I like to sleep, I like cozy fires, and I like food. So basically I'm a hobbit. I love, 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 love this fandom so much. Tolkien has created such an amazing world. I love everything Lord of the Rings and Tolkien related that I can get my hands on. Alright guys, that's it for my top 5 favorite fandoms. You will have to let me know what some of your favorites are, if any of these are your fandoms, so we can gush and fangirl and fanboy about them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, happy reading. Bye!